escape.
I swear it was called that at one point, or something like that.
No, it's actually called that in Germany and other places because they can't call it elimination chamber.
Yeah, no,
So
I
they
know.
call it no escape. So yeah. Um yeah, I don't know how I feel about going into the show, but we'll get to that when we get to the predictions. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about the show.
Okay.
So Raw starts off with your favorite person, Logan Paul.
I actually know someone who really likes him and his brother. Like for real, not even joking.
Why? Like why? Like
I
legit
don't
question, why?
I don't know. Like I'm dumbfounded by that shit too. I'm like, really? Like, what the hell? Like he brings up I don't know which one it is, but one of them made a fucking like album or music or like back in the day and whatever, and like he always brings up the music and shit.
Dude, it's like I'm gonna be honest. Everything that they've always did, I've always looked at them like I hate them for everything. And the fact that he can wrestle pisses me off because I hate him for everything, but the fact he gets in the ring and actually fucking performs to a high level, I'm like, I can't even hate on that. Like I want to because I hate him as a person and everything he stands for and everything he does. But when he gets in that ring and wrestles, I can't hate him. It's like, God damn, this guy's kind of good. But I fucking hate this guy.
Not to jinx it and knock on wood, it never happens. Imagine the other one.
Dude, like, no, we're not even going to imagine him. We're not even going to imagine him. But I hate him more than anything. And I hate everything he does, boxing including. I hate that guy. I hate Logan. It's just he can wrestle. That's, like if he would just been a wrestler, everything would have probably been fine. But everything about this guy, I fucking hate.
You know what? Had he been like started as a wrestler and whatever, not a social media mogul and all that shit, he probably would have been a lot better person. Maybe.
So CM Punk comes out and he has on a Chicago Teachers Union shirt. Now, what's important about that is, yes, support the Chicago Teachers Union, but people have been saying that, oh, he used to wear all of these shirts representing what he stands for in AEW, and he can't do that in WWE because they're the other guys. And he wore a shirt representing what he stood for, and it's like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, like guys, it's CM Punk. Like he can do whatever he wants. Like seriously.
Pretty much.
So this actually pissed me off because he gets in the ring and verbally spars with Logan Paul, which I said I wanted, which was really good.
Hmm.
But the problem is there was a lot of people that was like, "Oh my god, I want to see them wrestle now," and it's like, eventually, yeah, but like you guys are saying that you want to see them at Mania.
Nah, not Mania. Technically, you're getting it now in the chamber, but no, not at Mania.
Yeah, I've seen so many people go, "Oh, I want to see it at Mania." It's like, no, dude, no, 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 no.
I only want to
So
see Logan versus fucking Cena, and that apparently is a thing. But no.
yeah, like I, I know he's going to have a match, and I'm okay with whatever the match is, but I just hope whatever Dwayne did changed his match and put him in a different match. I hope that happened.
Yes.
So they verbally go back and forth, and then Logan slaps Punk in the face.
I did not see that coming. It threw me
I
off.
kind of seen it coming. I thought he was going to hit him, but I like didn't think he was going to slap him in the face. And like the crazy part is like Punk bit his lip, so Punk was bleeding a little, and like it looked like Logan really fucked him up. So that was a thing. So then we had a triple threat that was real good, and I'm just kind of confused at the end because it was Ludwig Kaiser versus Pete Gunnarsson and Penta. And Ludwig won the match by pinning Pete Dunne, which technically, Penta loses. This is his first
Okay.
loss, technically.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that because like he didn't get pinned, yes, but he already lost. Like this is his first loss technically.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's really bad. So
Too soon for him to lose, in my opinion.
it's way too soon. So then we had LWO versus the New Day.
I like that they're calling them that now.
Yes, it's actually really funny.
Yeah.
So the New Day beat the shit out of LWO. Not only once, but twice they beat the shit out of the LWO. Because they beat them during the match, then they beat their ass after the match.
Wait, no, three times. Because then Dragon Lee came in for the save and they whooped his ass too.
Yes. I was gonna give Dragon Lee his old ass whipping segment, but since you put him in with the LWO,
Yeah.
you could consider three.
I mean, he is a member, so
I mean, he is, but he's like better than the other two. So I
yeah.
don't want to say that, but like, yeah, he got his ass kicked too. So I'm kind of thinking that they're gonna stretch this New Day LWO thing out to WrestleMania, but I don't know.
They need a new member though. At
Well,
least two, like at the very least one, hopefully two.
speaking of new members, we go back to the Judgment Day, who we're talking, and they keep bringing up this new member. I haven't. I have something to say about that later on, but like they keep bringing up the new member, and Finn keeps getting mad, and Liv and Raquel's like, yo, we got a title match. And Finn's like, yo, you got to go out there and beat Braun Breaker and prove to him that you're not an asshole like last week when you got fucking speared. Yeah. And Dom is like, dude, it was an accident, but I can beat Braun Breaker. You lost your fucking match. And then Dom brings up, we need a new member.
Like the second or third time you brought that up.
Yes. So we see Gunther earlier coming in the building, and he walks by Akira Tozawa in the Alpha Academy doing a TikTok dance. And he looks at him real smugly, like, fuck these guys. And then he winds up having a match against Akira Tozawa. And I seen so many people immediately go, oh, this match is going to suck. By the end of the match, they're like, oh shit, this match was really good.
Yeah.
Like, it was really funny because I saw so many people go, oh my God, it's going to suck. It's like, it's Gunther. Gunther can make a match. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Right? And
Like,
like comedy gimmick aside, Tozawa is good.
yeah. So he beats Akira Tozawa. Then after the match, Otis gets in the ring, and Otis is about to go at him, and they have a little exchange, and then Jay Uso shows up. And Jay Uso runs off Gunther, but Gunther did fuck up Akira Tozawa because he finished him with a sleeper and held him up there until like he just passed out and was dead. That was that was good.
Was.
So then we had first ever defense of the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It was Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai, which was a good match. Like they beat the shit out of each other, and it was really funny because like they were beating the shit out of each other, and the crowd started to come to life because the crowd was like, it was like, oh yeah, and then it was like, oh shit, this is really fucking awesome.
Yeah. Like midway through, like they turned it up.
Yes, like they were beating the shit out of each other, and the crowd was into it. And Lyra won, and Dakota shook her hand, and Dakota walked out, and she's walking back, and Ivy Nile attacks her, and then Ivy Nile gets in the ring and attacks Lyra Valkyria, and I'm just like, why? Like I understand where like the end game was always Ivy versus Lyra. Why couldn't we just have Ivy versus Lyra right now? And Ivy beat the shit out of Lyra so bad that they have to disqualify her instead of just like letting her lose. Like they disqualify her from beating the shit out of Lyra, and then they have a rematch, and then that's when she beats Lyra for the title. Like that would have been way better than having Dakota Kai get in this, then her losing, and then Ivy going, "I'm gonna attack you so I can get my title shot." And it's like that just doesn't make any sense.
In theory though, like
Mm-hmm.
obviously like Ivy's gonna get that shit real soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think like they're gonna eventually give it to Dakota too, later down the line. So they're kind of like killing two birds with one stone. Like, you know?
Okay, you still could have did that with Dakota losing to Ivy Nile. Like if she would have lost to Ivy Nile, she could have went back and been like, "I don't know what's going on. I need to figure something out. I need to get better."
Yeah.
And then like she goes away, you have the Ivy Nile and Lyra situation, and then Dakota comes up and challenges Ivy Nile and beats her because like she figured out what the fuck she did wrong, and now she's back. It's like all of this could have been done with just like genuine storytelling instead of just going, all right, we're just gonna convolute this shit and make it look like this. And it's like, no, do better, do better.
Yeah, no, you're right. But that's part of their mindset on it. Try to like push both their way.
Yeah, and like, I'm getting to the mindset of right now, like a lot of stuff is falling apart in WWE, and I know like we're getting the Mania, and it's like so much, it's convoluted. The pushback of when Mania is really one thing that's fucking this up because it's a lot of storytelling you have to do in this long amount of time. And you don't really know where things are going. You don't want to tip your head to let people know. But it's just like, it's just so ass right now that like, it's not like it hasn't been this ass in a long time. Like there's stories that's being told, but it just feels ass. It just feels like it's not clicking. SmackDown is just a shit show, but Raw also feels like there's shit that's working and then there's shit that's not working and it's not clicking to me. And I'm like, I'm not getting it. I'm praying that once we get closer to Mania, everything starts to be put together clearly and we're like, okay, understand this is where this is going, this is where this is going, this ties into this ties into that, blah, blah, blah. That's what I want. Like WWE from like a couple months ago when everything was cohesive. Like this just feels like we got too much shit going on, guys. We don't know what we're doing right now. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
So then we had Braun Breaker versus Dominic. And I was watching this match and I'm just like watching this and I'm going like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here? And I don't realize when I took my eye off of this. But like I'm watching Dom wrestle and I'm like, Dom's really good. Like
Yep.
he's really good in the ring. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. When did I not pay attention to them being good in the ring? Did I just like block that out of my mind? Like, yeah, whatever, it's Dom. Because I'm
You know
watching
what
him
it
in there.
is? It's the
Mm-hmm.
gimmick, like, because he plays the cowardly heel, like he hides away, whatever. But I've noticed it, like little shit that he does shows off how good he is. Like, for example, like a little thing he would do, like the Judgment Day would go to attack somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
He'll fucking jump off the guardrail and totally clear that shit, like Seth Rollins used to do when he was part of the Shield and shit like that. Like little shit like that, and you don't expect shit like that from Dom because it's Dom. He's supposed to quote unquote suck.
Like his in ring is just like impeccable. Because I saw him like doing shit in the ring, and it's like your game in the ring is really tight. Like once he breaks away and becomes a face, I want to see what he can actually do because he was throwing like arm drags and shit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
those are crisp. Like the shit that he was doing, I'm like, oh my god, you're good. I was like, what the fuck?
Who trained him?
But
Lance
like,
Storm, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he loses to Braun. Then Judgment Day comes out, and Finn tries to attack Braun, and him and Braun looking at Finn, Finn's looking at Braun, and it just sparked to me was like, what did they get Braun Breaker as part of the Judgment Day? Because like Finn was smiling, so I was like, what did that happen?
Yeah. To me, it'd be kind of weird, but at the same time, it would work. So,
Yeah, that like I don't know who it's gonna be, but like I'm just looking at anybody that looks a little sus.
and that was us.
So then they had an interview with Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn was like, I was so mad that I went to Kevin Owens' mom's house, and when I got there, I didn't know what to do, and I kind of just like, I just gave her a hug and I left, and that right there was something that like a lot of people was like, oh, that was like, oh, that means that Sammy's just like not as evil as Kevin Owens, which is like pointing to their match, the unsanctioned match. Now, that also ties back to Cross. Cross has been saying, you've been letting too much shit go. You've been like, you haven't been a killer. You are just a bitch. And now, like, Sammy's saying this also ties into that, which, like, keeps completing my theory that this is all going to lead to next WrestleMania, Sammy winning the world title. This
Yeah,
is this is this is it. This is how it starts. Like it's all going. So yeah, I that's what I took away from that.
yeah, they're doing a lot with Sammy.
Yeah, like
Definitely.
this story with Sammy, it's like it's brewing slowly. So that means to me, it's going to be a big, huge payoff because it's slowly brewing.
Hmm. Definitely a slow burn with that shit. Definitely.
So then we get Cody Rhodes out. And Cody's talking about how his dad wrestled to be 60 to try to put food on the table. And he doesn't want to be that type of person. He has people to look out for, like his wife, his daughter, Brody, the Nightmare Factory, his nephews that just broke into the business, who are signed to Ring of Honor, by the way.
How about that?
And he's like, he's actually giving a coherent thing to like why he would sell his soul to Rock. Like, I don't want to be the guy wrestling forever and literally having nothing. And that was like, okay, this is all like it's all starting to come together as a story. And then stuff comes out. And stuff's like, dude, I can't believe you're even considering this. Like, how could you do this after everything we did last year? I went to bat for you. I stood side by side with you. Like we took down Roman. He was like, I helped you create your dream. He was like, why? He was like, why would you even think of this? And he literally goes like stuff, and he's like, you of all people, you understand because you traded on the Shield. You screwed them over. He was like, but I do respect you. He was like, you were my shield last year. You were my brother in arms. He's like, and I understand and I respect your opinion. And it left on a thing where like it's just like it's now a thing where it's like literally like, oh, who really wants to go to the next level and say fuck it and just take the easy way out?
Could be anybody.
Like I'm just like it's like I'm glad that this happened because like a lot of people with the soul thing that weren't plugged into what we were all talking about, like who is it gonna be? Once this part came out, it made everybody go, "Oh, this is where the story is going. It's not some random rock thing." So then we saw Liv and Raquel. They were in the back, and Kathy Kelly walks up to him and is like, "Yo, how do you feel about going against Bianca and Naomi, knowing that you killed Jade?" Liv was like, so it was like, we didn't kill Jade. It was like, yeah, we pretended we killed Jade so we could get this title match, but we had nothing to do with that. We showed up afterwards. And I'm like, that was that was clear because Jade's being loaded in an ambulance and they're walking into the building.
Yep.
So then we had Jay talking to Kira Tozawa. Then A Town Down Under come out, and they're talking shit to Jay. And once again, we tease more of a breakup of A Town Down Under for a fucking year.
It feels more than a year, though, to be honest with you.
Dude, it did, but like I want this to end and like Jay super kick Waller in theory was like against it. And I'm like, dude, just break them up. Just fucking end this. I want this to be over.
He yeeted too on accident.
Yes. It was like I just want this to be over. Break them up.
Yeah,
So then we had the main event. And I was just like, okay, this main event's gonna be meh. This shit was so fucking good.
crazy how that
This
worked
main
out, right?
event, Bianca and Naomi versus Liv and Raquel was fucking great. Like like I was halfway through the match going, oh my god, oh my god, like this is a real main event. Like this is the main event that it should end like a Raw. It was just like high intensity, false finishes. You almost get somebody almost wins, then like they kick out. You're like, oh my god, and like it's like, dude, this is so fucking good. Like this is so fucking good.
It was great. Like to me, like it actually felt more like a pay-per-view match.
Yeah, it was that good. And Liv and Raquel cheated to win, and they are now the new women's tag team champions.
Complete with pyro at the end.
What'd you
That
say?
made it feel like complete with pyro at the end. That made it feel like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was like it was a great ending.
Yeah,
Like it was a great ending, even though the bad guys won. It was a great ending because it was so cool.
you kind of predicted that anyway. Like you kind of like booked that.
Yeah, I because like it felt like this is the only way that it can go. Like I like once we get into the spoiler, well, not the spoiler, the previews, I can talk a little bit more about some other stuff, the way things are going. And yeah, this just feels great. Like this feels great. Even though, like I said, Raw and WWE are not clicking on all cylinders, this just felt good. This felt good.
Awesome.
So yeah, that was the Raw stuff. So Dynamite starts with everybody running down what is on the Dynamite tonight. And then they show MJF in this office. Nobody really knows what this office is because it's like, okay, what the fuck is this office? Like they just show him in his office and he's cutting his promo, and you're like, what? You're like, what? And it's like, okay. And then we find out what it is. He's getting his tattoo removed.
Is it bad when I saw the guy in the background? Like I kind of had a guess that that's what it was.
Yeah, I did too. But the funny part is, you called this. Like you called this. He was like, yeah, he's gonna get that tattoo removed. He's going to keep it.
Question: was it
Yes.
even real to begin with? Because I had my doubts.
That's a good question because like when you see him getting it removed, it doesn't look like they removed it because like I've seen people get tattoos removed, so it doesn't look like that.
Yeah,
So you may be right with that. You may be right.
but I've actually like looked into like tattoo removals and whatever, and yeah, you're right. It doesn't look like that.
Yeah, it's like that. That is straight. That was straight up. It might have been fake. You might be right. So then we had Hangman come up. This is this is what bothered me about the Hangman thing because like I will always this will always bother me because somebody is gonna yell at me and be like, "Yo, he's from Virginia." No, no, no. West Virginia is the countryside of this. He's from Virginia, Virginia, which is like the cool side of Virginia. And he pulls up in this truck. He pulls up in this electric vehicle truck with horns on it like he's a cowboy, and it's like I know that's his gimmick, but he's from Virginia. He's from Virginia. Just saying,
Virginian cowboy.
he's a concrete cowboy.
There you go.
So he takes on Aaron Solo, and it's so funny because he gets in the ring. This is like the coolest thing. He gets in the ring, he takes off his jacket, he takes off his shirt, and for the first time, I've never seen this for somebody to come from outside to get in the ring. He goes in his pocket and takes out his cell phone and puts it over there. I was like, I've never seen that before. That was so awesome.
Such a small thing, but so cool.
Yeah, because it's like when people come in, like they just take off their shirt, like it's like, oh, they're coming from the outside. He legit went in his pocket, pulled out his phone, was like, no, I'm just coming in for real. Like I'm really just coming in, just to wrestle.
I'm just saying, could you imagine he would have hit the buckshot with the cell phone in his pocket and like fucked his shit up?
That would have been funny. So he beat the shit out of Aaron Solo really quick, and then
Obviously.
yeah, of course. And then all of a sudden, here comes MJF, and MJF is like, hey, he's like, hey, listen. But he comes out with a towel with blood on it. And you and me both immediately said at the same time, was like, yeah, he beat up Christopher Daniels, didn't he?
We both said it differently, but yeah, that's how it went. Because I said CD.
Yes. And then like this was such a snafu for fucking AEW
There we go.
because they cut to the back and Christopher Daniels is punching himself to make more blood come out. And then he realized the camera's on him and then just lays down like, oh, I'm dead. And it's like, dude, what the fuck is going on here?
I seen like someone try to fucking defend this, but like,
Mhm.
oh no, he was only wiping his blood. Like, oh, that was a lot of fucking blood. Like, no.
Dude, but here's the thing. If he was wiping his blood, why the fuck did he lay down and act like he was dead? If that was the
Exactly.
case, like just call it what it is. They put the camera on him too fast. They put the camera on him too fast without acknowledging it. It was way too fast.
Yeah.
It was very weird. Like it was very weird.
Weird as fuck.
Yes. So then here was another weird thing. They showed Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher up in the stands. And then they cut to the back where Chris Jericho is. And they're talking like Renee Young's talking to him. And then Don Callis comes out of the dressing room. And I'm just like, the fuck is happening?
He has magic.
Dude, but like the good part was Excalibur goes, oh, this was from earlier in the day. This is like this didn't just happen now. This was from earlier in the day. He cleaned it up.
But still.
Yeah. And they actually said why this match was happening between Brian Keith and Will Ospreay because Don Callis' family put out a bounty on Will Ospreay and Brian Keith collected.
It, like that makes sense, but the fact the Jericho vortex and Don Callis vortex are like reuniting, kind of, sort of, it kind of that like a lot to be desired to me. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. I don't like it. So Will beats Brian Keith with the Styles Clash and then the Hidden Blade. Now, I keep saying this and like I don't know if this is true
Hmm?
because I keep saying this. I keep saying he's doing the Styles Clash for a reason, and like I'm like I threw this out before. I was like maybe it's because he wants to face AJ Styles in AEW, and I don't know how much longer AJ Styles has in contract. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like he's not just doing this for no reason. I feel like this is a shot at AJ Styles. Like, all right, come on over to AJ, the AEW. We can have a fight. Come on, do this, do this.
I wish like no one had to go anywhere and like it would just crossover, but that's never gonna happen.
I wish that too, but like you know,
But Osprey's
So
like perfectly fine where he's at. AJ's perfectly fine where he's at. You don't need it.
exactly. So Will Ospreay goes after Kyle Fletcher because Kyle Fletcher calls him out. Kyle Fletcher, which is cool, he takes off all his stuff and then he runs down. So in the crowd, Ospreay and Fletcher are fighting, and the crowd is going crazy.
That shit, like, so I swear someone got hit.
No, I wish somebody did get hit, but like it was fun. So that was a thing. Then we like had the recap of what happened between Mariah May and Tony Storm on Collision. And I'm glad that they did this because people quote unquote don't watch Collision.
Religion, like, as far as storytelling, I want to say, well, the best wrestling, rather, it's reversed. Like, it's the best wrestling for AEW.
Hmm. So then we see Mercedes Monet, and she's in the back and she's talking shit about Momo because she's like, Momo, you were supposed to be here today, and I called you out. And all of a sudden, Billy Starks walks up, and I was just like, I got so happy because one, Billy Starks is like a huge fan of Mercedes, and like she finally gets to meet her, and Mercedes like smacked water in her face, and then basically Billy Starks called her a narcissistic bitch, and then she told her to watch her back because Momo was behind her, and Momo beat the shit out of Mercedes and ran off and grabbed the TBS title. And then Billy looked at the TBS title, and I immediately was like, "Oh, they brought up Billy." I was just like, "This is exactly what went through my mind." I was like, "Oh, they brought up Billy." Then I was like, "Oh my god, we can actually get this thing, but I don't know if we're going to get this thing,
We're
dude."
getting it. We're getting it.
I wait. I know that she said something on Twitter and Mercedes responded to her. But the thing is, even though that's a thing that we want, everybody wants, the whole entire wrestling world wants this. Will Tony pull the trigger? I don't know. I don't know. And if this go like, because I know at Revolution is Momo versus Mercedes.
Yeah.
If we go to the next show and we have Billy Starks versus Mercedes, I'll be fine with that. But we have to have Mercedes versus Athena at All In. We have to have that. We have to have that.
Yeah.
If we don't get that, if we get past All In and there's no Mercedes versus Athena, I'm going to rage quit AEW. I'm not even joking. I'm rage quitting AEW. I'm never covering it again because it's like the biggest match you can have that will blow the socks off of everyone. Everyone will be like, oh my God, this is so awesome. If you drop this and never let Athena come to the main roster, I will fucking rage quit. Rage quit AEW. Not even joking.
I'll be there right there with you because that would be perfect. All in? Like, yeah.
It's just so it would just be so perfect though. But then we get the Outrunners who were on ESPN with a basketball team. I don't even know who they were, but they were like a basketball team. I don't know. So
It'd be
they're
funny
on
if the
there with
basketball
the
team called
basketball
it
team.
Outrunners.
And,
It'd
huh?
be funny if the basketball team is actually called the Outrunners as well.
It would have been, but it was cool because it's the first time AEW acknowledged that AEW people do stuff outside of AEW, and it's kind of cool,
Yeah.
guys. Guys, we do stuff.
We only care about wrestling.
Yeah, that's weird because like you're trying to grow your company. People do stuff outside. Let them do stuff outside.
Yep.
So it's the Outrunners versus the Murder Machines. We're literally everyone is like, we know where this is going. This doesn't need to happen. The Outrunners are getting murdered through the match, and we're like, we know where this is going.
It's a
Yeah, we
joke of a
just want
match.
and this is all Renegade's fault. I will blame you for this.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like it's not really your fault, but I blame you for it because he goes, "Yo, I know it's not happening, but what if the Outrunners win?" And the Hurt Locker business music hits, the Murder Machines get confused, and the Outrunners pin the Murder Machines.
Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. I did not see that coming.
I didn't either, dude. But like at this point, I was so pissed off because it's like, what was the point? Like you made this match where everybody wants to see this match between Murder Machines and the fucking Hurt Locker business. What's the point in letting the Outrunners win when people wanted the Outrunners to win the tag titles a while ago? When you could have let them win the tag titles a while ago, and we could have just avoided all of this.
I have
Like
theory.
I don't get it,
Three, three-way.
dude. I don't want a three way. I don't want anything anymore from the tag team division. Like I don't give a fuck because you just ruined a story where I'm just sitting there like I can't wait to see this tag match. I can't wait to see this tag match. You ruined it because you put the Outrunners who were over a month or two ago and they were like the hottest thing in tag team division where you could have put the tag titles on them instead of Private Party and you could have had a resurgence. It would have been fun, but then you just fuck it up and go, no, we're not going to do that.
And as you said, when that was going on, they could have had a feud with FTR.
Exactly, but it's like, no, we're going to fuck this up and just throw a monkey wrench upside down. And it's like, why? We didn't even have to do this.
Like I hate stuff that's predictable, but sometimes you need that predictability. You can't go like balls to the wall crazy because then it's too random. It's too, I don't know, proper word for it, fuckery.
Mm-hmm. Because like the thing is like predictability is cool because it builds anticipation for the thing.
Hmm.
Because you're like, I predict this thing, I'm anticipating this thing.
Yeah.
But if you just go, I don't want you guys to know anything, so I'm just gonna throw shit at the wall and then we're gonna get back to it. And it's like the more that you keep fucking around, I'm not gonna care about what happens later on.
Yeah.
Like it just pissed me off. So it is what it is. So then we have Swerve come out. They recap what happened between him and Ricochet. So Swerve comes out and Swerve goes, Nana, I listened to you. I understand what you said. I understand you. And I'm going to go for the world title. And Nana's like, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. He's like, that's it. He's like, yeah, we get to do it. So then Ricochet comes out and starts talking shit about the place they're in, says he's a winner, and he's going for gold. And he's finally going to go for gold. And he says he's never giving back that robe. And they don't bring up what the robe means to Nana and like Swerve. They don't bring it up. They don't say that it's Jimmy Rave's robe and Jimmy Rave passed away and it meant so much to Nana. They don't bring it up. They don't say shit on commentary. We just know because we know.
Question, because like my Ring of Honor stuff is kind of sketchy. Like I know a little
Mm-hmm.
bit, but not that much. So, because I know Jimmy Rave, and I know he
Yes.
had that, but they kind of hinted and alluded to the fact more people had that robe. I doubt that. I think that that wasn't true, but that's what, more or less what was vaguely hinted at. What commentary said.
So the way that commentary said like more people had it, my remembrance of this was Jimmy Rave had it, and it was something Nana gave to him,
Yeah.
and then he wound up giving it to Swerve eventually. Like Jimmy Rave gave that actual robe to Swerve. Like he gave
Ah.
it to like he gave the robe to Swerve. I remember that happening. But in between there, I don't think anybody else wore the robe.
Okay. 'Cause
So
they said something to the effect like many of Nana's like people have become champions wearing that robe. The word many. My counts
Dude,
too.
Jay Lethal was managed by Nana. Jay Lethal and Nana had a thing, and Nana never gave him the robe. Jay Lethal never wore that robe
Okay.
because Jay Lethal was the champion of champions, and Nana was his manager, and he never gave him that robe.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's like there's no consistency there.
Got you. Okay. Because that's something I noticed that kind of bothered me. Thank you.
Yeah. So then Nana says, "All right, Ricochet, listen, I know you don't want to fight him no more, but I went to Tony Khan, and you two, 1-on-1, the winner becomes number one contender." And I was like, at first, I was like, okay. And then when after that, Nana goes to Swerve and goes, man, I want you to get the roll back. Yo, I trust you, boss, but I can't do this anymore. And he leaves. And I'm like, all right, I see where this is going. But once again, this is a Tony Khan thing. I see where this is going. I don't think it's going to go this way.
Okay.
Because, like, it feels like Nana is going to go with Ricochet. Like, we've been
Y-
saying that for months. But
yeah.
Ricochet versus Moxley for the championship, it doesn't even sound right coming out my mouth.
That sounds disgusting. I can't
Yeah,
lie.
it's because like Moxley is a bad guy, Ricochet is a bad guy. It doesn't correlate and it's not gonna be fun. Swerve versus Moxley is fun and it's gonna piss me off if Swerve doesn't win. And I know somebody's like, oh, months ago you hated Swerve. No, I still hate Swerve. It's just I think he would be a better champion than whatever the fuck Moxley is right
100%.
now. So that was a thing.
And Ricochet would get destroyed. At least, even if Swerve loses, he makes a better match.
Exactly. So then we had the Undisputed Kingdom versus FTR and Daniel Garcia. And this was a good match. This match was really good. And it kept going. And I was like, oh, I know where this is going. And it goes to like the way that I think it's gonna go because Adam Cole pins Daniel Garcia. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get the title match. We're gonna get the title match. They go, we just talked to Tony Khan, and they're getting the title match on Collision.
What about the fucking pay-per-view?
Bitch, like, as soon as he said Collision, I lost my shit. I'm like, this should have been on the pay per view. This could have been on the pay per view. This was pay per view quality match. And they're like, nah, bitch, we're putting it on Collision. It pissed me off.
It was weird. And like Undisputed Kingdom came across as heel. I didn't like that.
Yeah, and like their faces, it's just so irritating. But like, whatever, man.
And the most heel one was Kyle, and he's like the most babyface one out of the three.
Exactly. I don't know what was going on with this, but like, man. But I'm just like, I really wish they would have put it on a pay per view. I would have pushed them to put it on pay per view.
Same.
So then we get Edge attacking Claudio. He attacks Claudio and he runs him out. Then Wheeler comes out. Then Marina Shafir comes out. They beat the shit out of Edge. Jay White comes out to the save just to kind of confuse everybody. Then Edge gets up. Edge gets up and then he starts beating the shit out of Claudio, hits him with a concerto, and kills Claudio. So Marina Shafir gets in the ring. She gets knocked down and she gets hit by actual Wheeler by accident. And Edge is about to do the concerto to her, and he's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And Willow comes out. Because, Marina Shafir been beefing with Willow, and Willow concertos Marina Shafir. So that means everybody except for Wheeler Yuta has been murdered, quote unquote, So there's only one more left, and then it's just all Moxley versus Edge.
Yep. Question.
Answer.
Like obviously I know they can't do it, but if like Tony was crazy enough to let fucking Adam, Edge, Cope, whatever the fuck you want to call him, do it,
Hmm.
how much trouble would they got in?
Oh, they would have gotten in a lot of trouble. They would have gotten in a lot of trouble. But I'm glad that they did it that way. But like, they would have gotten in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, because this way made a lot more sense. Like if you had Edge do it, like wow.
Yeah. And the bad part is like, I don't think Edge is winning that title, and it just like pisses me off.
Yeah, all this for nothing.
So then we get Harley Cameron versus Deanna Purrazzo, and Harley Cameron beats Deanna Purrazzo.
I loved it. She's getting better wrestling.
Yeah, she's getting better, and I hope she keeps evolving in the ring. Because, like I said, her fucking entrance, her promos, everything about her fucking works. It's just her wrestling needs to be better.
My only suggestion, and it's just a made thing, like I guarantee a lot of people will hate it after a while, right? Have a puppet for everybody she wrestles, like a big feud. Because I love the
Like for
Monet thing.
like for big feuds, yes. For like just regular matches, it'll be very hard. But big feuds, yes.
Like say like the Deanna Purrazzo thing that evolved into like a big feud and whatever.
Hmm.
Have one for Deanna or Taya for that matter.
Yeah, like that would be fine because she's a ventriloquist and it works. But like just for a random match, like you can't
No,
have a puppet of everybody.
yeah,
So then we had the main event, which was a good main event, was Takeshita versus Orange Cassidy.
great main event.
Yes. And we all knew that Takeshita was going to win because he has to face Kenny Omega, which I don't know why the fuck he was facing Orange Cassidy for.
The fuck with you?
Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, it was a great match, but it didn't make any fucking sense. Like, Kenny's just been sitting at home doing nothing, and it's like, yeah, you know what? We're going to have this match. And it's like, why are we having this match? Like, this whole international championship thing tournament was for nothing. Like, it was for nothing. It just pissed me off. Like, it was a good match, but it just still pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, it would have been worse though if Orange would have won and they derailed everything.
Yeah, no, I would have. Oh my god, I think I would have threw something at the TV because it was like, it's a perfect match. Like, it's a perfect match. Kenny versus Takeshita, perfect match. Everybody wants to see it for the title, and they go, "Nah, we're not gonna give it to you. We're gonna give you Orange versus Kenny." Bitch, what?
Because I know you remember it, but not too many people remember. The reason Takeshita is called the Alpha is because he beat Kenny, I want to say like 2 or 3 times already. Like Kenny has yet to beat him. They had a feud.
Exactly. Like, it's just all built in, and it's like right there, and it's perfectly done.
Hmm.
It pissed me off. Like it would have pissed me off if Orange would have did that. But it also pissed me off that they did this tournament for nothing. That everybody didn't want to see this person win. We just wanted to see Kenny versus Tagasa.
That's all. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, it was like, God damn, dude. But yeah, that's Dynamite. NXT was the best show of the week.
Yep.
It had everything that you wanted in a wrestling show. And I lied to you not, this was the only fucking time that I've heard unanimously everybody that's watched all three shows go, damn, NXT was fucking blow away killer show. And like even from the AEW crowd that watched it was like, damn, that show was actually really good.
It was great.
Like, and it started off with surprisingly Stephanie Vicaire versus Kamra Petrovic. Now, and I know people are like, what's surprising about it? They said this match was happening. Yeah, that's not the surprising part. It's the fact that they had a really fucking good match.
Me and you had a discussion because you thought
Mm-hmm.
this was going to be in the pay-per-view and whatever. It should have
Yeah,
been.
Yes, because like that's how good this was. Like that's how good this match was.
Yeah.
And they gave them a long time for this match. And this match was really good. And Stephanie Vaquera wins. So after the match, Julia comes up and they stand face to face, and Julia says, "All right, it's time. 1-on-1, me and you, champion versus champion at Roadblock."
How do you feel
So,
about this?
so what do you think about this match?
I would have liked it if it wasn't title for title. Like I feel it's way too soon for that shit.
Okay,
They
so
both recently got their titles.
yes, okay. So here's the thing:
Hmm.
they want to make Roadblock really big. One, that's one, and two, they're doing this for a reason. Like,
Okay.
there's a real reason behind this, and the
What's the reason?
reason is one of them is injured.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're going to have to take the title off of that person. And the bad part, there's no downside to this because you put the title on the other person, which is the one who's not hurt, it's still good. Like the whole thing is still good. You just have to throw the other title and be like, "Hey, here's the North American title. You guys go fight for that."
Didn't
That's
they do that
perfect.
with the men like years ago? Like Keith Lee won both.
Yeah, they did it with Keith Lee. And if I was them, I would just hold off with the North American title until Stand and Deliver, and you just have qualified matches and do the usual North American title match, a ladder match
Yes,
at Stand and Deliver.
100%.
So yeah, that's the only reason this is happening now because the person who is the champion is injured. So that's why this is happening.
It makes sense as far as that.
So then they have this backstage. Well, not even backstage because they're outside with Santino Morella and Ariana Grace. And they're talking, and Lola Vice comes up, and Lola Vice wants something from Ariana Grace because she wants to be in a match. She's like, "Yo, I want a match." And Ariana Grace is like, "Dude, like we're talking." And Lola goes, "Okay, the match is against you later on tonight." And Ariana was like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm wrestling you tonight." And she walked off. I was like, "Oh shit."
Again, she alluded to like her family talking about Santino.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny how that shit's there, but it's not there.
Right. So then they have this backstage thing. Lexus King is walking out for his match. He's walking out, and he just walks out, and like Olafemi is there with the title, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat Moose, and I'm gonna show you how it's done. Then I might come for your title." And Ova just laughed at him. I was like, "Yeah, whatever, dude."
Yeah, because it was
Like
no
it's so
way
like it's
that would
so
happen.
yeah, it's not gonna happen, but it's so fucked up because this is Lexus King's hometown, and he has to face Moose. So that was fucking hilarious. So he actually gets in the ring with Moose, and they have a fucking killer match.
Yeah, Moose moved like a cruiserweight in this match. Like I was surprised for someone so big.
It fucked me up because it's like, wait a minute, Lexus King is actually doing really good.
Mhm.
Like he was doing good to like people was like, oh shit, Lexus King is a good wrestler.
The only gripe I have with Lexus King had nothing to do with
Hmm.
the match. It had to
Yeah.
do with his entrance. You know the chair entrance he usually has?
Hmm.
He didn't do that shit. He just walked out with the trophy, which I guess
Yeah, but like
you can't do it, do that entrance with the trophy. So,
no, that's not why. They weren't in Full Sail, so that's
ah,
why.
okay.
So after Moose wins, Obafemi comes out and said, "That's it. It's time. Me and you, 1-on-1, Moose versus Obafemi." And so I'm already going, okay, this is for that title. This is for the NXT title. Like, is it for the NXT title? Because I heard it was for the other title.
It's
title for
Actually,
title.
I no no no. It's one title. It's only one title. I think you're right with your second choice. I think it's for the NXT for the not the NXT the X Division title.
That's what I thought too. So then they do a Sean Spears thing, and I like this a lot. I don't like Sean Spears thing because Sean Spears is kind of boring. But I like the fact that they showed everybody that he got and how they evolved from when they were starting until they met him and he changed them.
You seen fucking Jensen all clean cut and shit like that? Like I had to watch that shit 3 times to notice that shit.
Yeah, like that shit, like this shit was awesome. Like I saw it, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even realize that he evolved because like I've seen him clean cut recently and I didn't know that that was the evolution. I was like, wait a minute, I was not paying attention that closely to realize that this was an evolution.
Yeah.
So then they showed this thing, which was on Twitter earlier, that NXT women were going to the building, and it was Ariana Grace sitting next to Kalani, and they're sitting there talking, and Jada Parker is in the back, and like Kalani said something about Jada, and Jada was like, "What you say about me?" Kalani was like, "I didn't say nothing about you. No one's talking about you." And then Jada was gonna get up and hit her, and I'm like, at first when I saw this, I was like, they're sitting right next to each other. Like they could definitely fight. And then like I saw all these people break them apart. I was like, oh, that's why they just didn't immediately just start fighting because they got beat. All right, because like they made it like it. All right, that's why. Got it.
Like
So,
Ariana fucking like she instigated that shit.
oh, of course, of course. So then we had Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace said why she was out here. She's out here to be champion, and she's in WWE. And the person that comes out to confront her was kind of confusing to me. Like, I was confused. Why is Roxy confronting Jordan Grace?
I mean there is a little bit of history there though.
No, I understand that, but this Saturday, Roxy has to be somewhere, and she probably will stay there.
Probably not.
So it's like, what's the point? Like, I know she's gonna come back and fight Jordan Grace and have like Jordan beat her and then like clear that all up. But dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, for some reason I think she's staying in NXT for at least a few more months after the chamber.
I mean, of course, but I also think she's gonna have a feud with Bailey at WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
that's it. So then we have Trick Williams in the back, and he's upset. And Javon Evans come up, and Javon's like, "Yo, dog." He was like, "Yo, you don't have to be upset." Blah 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 blah. And he's like, "Yo, we going through the same thing." And Trick goes, "Dog, I lost my title. You fighting over a smile." He's like, "We are not the same." And like he pissed off, and he wants to fight him. And Ricky breaks it up and goes, "Damn, why is everybody around here so mad?"
Ricky got a point.
So this is also reaffirming what I've been saying that Trick is definitely a heel. He's definitely a heel, and he's getting worse.
Now, the question is he a member of Vengeance?
I think so. I think so. I think he's a member of Vengeance. I think he might be the leader of Vengeance.
Yeah, because you predicted that and whatever. It's obvious he's a heel. It's just where they're going with this heel turn.
Uh, like I said, I think he's a leader, and I hope he's the leader of Vengeance.
Yeah.
So then we have Jada Parker, and I'm listening to her cut this promo, and I'm like, how the fuck are you so good with cutting a promo?
No
Like,
idea. She's good.
yeah, Jada's really fucking good. So then we have the match that everybody was waiting for, kind of. We have the Hardys versus No Quarter Catch Crew.
Match was actually good.
Oh no, this match was really good. Like Miles Bourne and fucking Tavion Heights are fucking great with the Hardys. They fucking killed it. Like they fucking killed it.
Shout out to Miles Bourne, especially because like he caught strays. He caught
Yeah,
strays.
like they kept calling him Randy Orton. I mean, come on. And then also, like they were saying something in the crowd, and Vic goes, "Yeah, Miles can't hear that." And then Booker was like, "Dog, why did you say that?" It was fucked up.
Like why the death joke? That's fucked up.
That was. So a little side note that's like really fucking cool. So on TikTok, like I think it was Miles Bourne. I think he was the one who posted this, but it was Ishii Inamori from Noah. He was teaching them how to do a Japanese bump, which is like you stand on your hand and then you drop on your back. And it was like, oh, okay. And he was saying he was teaching it to tag teams. And they showed like all of the tag teams doing it, except for Fraxium. Fraxium wasn't there. And it was funny because like a lot of them was like doing it and it was like, oh shit, like they were acting like they was hurt and taking a bump, and it was like really cool to see this behind the scenes thing. And it was like cool because it had Ty and Ty, it had the No Quarter Catch crew, it had the family, it had the new Chase U guys, which is one of them is fucking David Finley's brother.
Yeah.
So it was like it was really funny watching this thing go down and like seeing these guys being normal. And what fucked me up was Ty and Ty. One of them was in Tim's doing this, and I was just like, "How the fuck are you even doing this in Tim's?"
I was just about to ask you that.
It was crazy. So back to the show. The Hardys win, and Fraxium goes, "Yo, like everybody wants to see this match, us versus you. Let's do it." And they're standing there, and then Santino comes out and was like, "Okay, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be the Hardys versus Fraxium for the TNT Tag Titles."
I don't like that. It should be both ups.
I do. Like, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because they're gonna have a match. It's gonna be for the TNA tag titles, and they're gonna go to TNA, and it's gonna be like, oh, this is cool. But I feel like Fraxium are gonna lose the NXT tag titles to a TNA tag team, and
Okay.
then they're gonna have to get those titles back, but also TNA is gonna have to get the tag titles back from Fraxium, and it's gonna be this weird thing, and it's gonna be back and forth. So that's why I'm like, I'm okay with it because it's going to lead to Fraxium burning themselves out and losing the NXT tag titles to a TNA tag team.
Okay. You sold me on it.
Yeah.
Like this team up is like so great.
Like, the funny part about it is fun because, like, it's working and, like, it's not working in a bad way, it's working in a good way because even TNA is benefiting from this because you have Cora, you have other people, you have Oral Mensa over there, and people are like, well, it's not like the top guys. Obafemi is wrestling over there in the six man. It's like you do have the top guys. It's starting to become a normalized thing where it's going to be more fun. And if Stand and Deliver didn't feel like it was just a straight up NXT thing, I would have say Stand and Deliver would be War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
But like, you never know what can happen. So then we have the family. The Don is back finally, and they're like, Don, like, you have the match next week for the title. How's this going to work? And he's like, yeah, he was like, I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to beat Sean Spears and keep the title. But you guys have been doing good since I've been going. I'm like, all right, I guess.
He's losing the title. He's losing
Oh,
that
he
title.
definitely losing the title because that's how it's supposed to be. He's going to lose the title to Sean Spears, and that's it. I would have thought they would have did it at a pay per view, but like, hey, fuck it, it's here.
Will the rest of them get titles?
No, probably not.
Okay.
So then we see Zarya and Soul, and they're getting patched up in the back. And Piper and Chelsea Green show up. and they wind up getting a tag team match with Soul and Zarya next week.
Wow.
Dude, I have no idea what the fuck was going on, but like this show just like it just kept being weirder and weirder, but weird in a good way. Cause like I did not expect Chelsea and Piper to show up.
Exactly.
So then Lola beats Ariana Grace, and then we cut in the back. The no quarter catch crew gets their ass beat by Vengeance, and Vengeance like you see Vengeance walking away, and you just leave it at that. Like you don't see anything else. You just see Vengeance walking away. You're like, oh, okay.
I feel like they didn't address it either after the fact. They just like said it in passing and was done.
Yeah, they didn't say anything else. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, that was a thing.
Like fuck these guys.
Yep. So then we had Eddie Thorpe cut a promo, and I'm not even lying because like halfway through this promo, I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Eddie Thorpe is he could be the guy eventually.
Yeah, I see that too.
Like that promo was one of the things where it's like it was intensity and it was realism. And I'm like, wait a minute, this might be a thing. Okay.
Give him the
So
North American title first, though.
I'm cool with him getting any title. I'm cool. He's on TV every week. I'm cool with him getting any title. But he wants to face Trick again in Trick. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
So then we get Ava, and Ava confirms all of the matches for Roadblock, which is going to be in Madison Square Garden. Someone said it's in Madison Square Garden Theater, which isn't Madison Square Garden. But I was like, no, I think it's going to be Madison Square Garden because they've been hyping it up as Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I've never heard the word theater, but when they were
Yeah,
saying something.
yeah, because somebody was like, no, it's in the theater. I'm like, okay, we'll see. So then we get to the main event, and it's Javon Evans, Ricky Saint versus Ethan Page and Wesley.
It was a good
Dude,
match too.
this was a really good match, and the crowd wanted Ricky Saint so much. They want like they were cheering for him. They was begging for him to win, and Ricky won. He hit the Rochambeau on Wesley, and it was over.
Which is still called the Rochambeau. Like I thought they would change the name of that too.
No, they kept it. It's awesome. So that was NXT. Now we go on to our predictions.
All right.
So we have the women's elimination chamber. We have Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Bailey, Roxy. And I'm missing one person because I can't remember who the other person is because they're not important.
Did you say Naomi?
Yeah, I said Naomi,
Okay.
Bianca, Liv, Roxy, Bailey, Alexa Bliss. That's who it
Alexa.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who do you think is winning this?
Honestly, I actually see Alexa winning.
Okay.
I don't see her
Okay.
winning the title, but like I see her winning this match.
Okay. So I'm gonna give a controversial take. I feel like it's going to be like I'm stuck between two people winning this. Is either going to be Liv or Bianca, and I'm more leaning to Liv winning.
I would have said Liv too, but like she just came off of having the title not too long ago. That's why I didn't say Liv.
I know, but like it's the only thing that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go with Liv. So then we have the tag team match: Tiffy and Trishy versus Naya and Candice. Who you got here?
Tiffy and Trishy time, because Trish is from there and like she's a fucking legend. She's not losing.
Yeah. So then we have the unsanctioned match: Kevin Owens versus Samuel Zenin. Who do you have here?
Uh, I'm torn because like it could go either way. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna say fucking Sammy. Cause like I really don't know, to be honest with you.
I am going to go with Kevin. I'm going to go with Kevin, and I do see some fuckery abound afterwards.
Okay,
So I see some fuckery afterwards, but I see Kevin winning, but I see fuckery afterwards.
got you.
And we could go to two WrestleMania matches out of this one. The one that I really wanted was Kevin versus Sammy, but if we go to these two WrestleMania matches, I'm okay with it still because we're gonna have Sammy versus Cross, and then we're gonna have Kevin versus Randy. So I'm cool with both of them, but like I'm all right.
Yeah,
All right,
both those matches are good.
yes. So then we have Cody in the Rock segment. Will Cody sell his soul to the Rock?
Nah,
Yeah, I totally agree with that one.
yeah.
So then we have the main event, the Elimination Chamber. It's going to be CM Punk, Drew, Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, John Cena, and did I say CM Punk?
Yeah, you said CM Punk.
Oh, what the fuck? Who did I leave out?
Damian
Seth Rollins.
Priest.
Seth Rollins.
No, you said Seth Rollins. Damian Priest.
Oh shit, that's even worse. Like I totally forgot about David Priest. I named all of the good people and then just forgot he existed. Fuck.
Now, here's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably total bullshit, but I keep hearing, and like you said it that night when like he advanced to this shit, it looked like he got injured. And a lot of people are saying, oh, he got injured, he's gonna get replaced. I doubt it, because they haven't done it yet. What say you?
Okay, so even though they haven't done it completely yet, we still have like one more show, which is the SmackDown before this. So we have like one more show. And if they replace him on SmackDown at the last minute, then like he's too injured to do anything. And that's like, okay, like you can't really like go against that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Who do you have winning this?
Uh, I tell you who I hope it's not. Like, I hope it's not Cena. But I'm gonna go with Punk.
Um, I'm kind of leaning towards Punk too, but like, cause like, okay, here's two things about this. There's two things.
Mhm.
There is what I've been hearing about with John Cena, like John Cena doing something with a certain someone. Like I've been hearing he's gonna do something with a certain someone that's not Cody, but then I've also heard him doing something with Cody. Like it's very confusing because like I keep hearing these rumors. And some of these rumors like usually turn out to be true. And I'm like, all right, I don't know which way to go with this. I'm kind of torn in between.
Yeah.
Also, like all of the stuff with Punk and everybody else, I'm like, all right, I'm leaning there. I don't really know, and I'm just gonna like throw something random at the wall and just be like, okay, it's gonna be this person. I'm going. I'm like, I know this person isn't gonna win. I'm just throwing this at the wall. Like, fuck it, Seth Rollins, because I literally have no idea who's gonna win because of all of the shakes and turns going on right now. I
Yeah.
don't know who's gonna win, so I'm just throwing this at the wall. It's Seth Rollins. I don't believe he's gonna win. I don't know, so I'm just throwing shit at the wall.
The only reason I said Punk is because of you, because you said it would be cool if Punk sold his soul to The Rock. So,
So here's the thing, right?
mhm.
This is what everybody's been saying, and like I want this to happen instead of the other thing. Because like, okay, if somebody does sell their soul to the rock, I don't want it to happen at Elimination Chamber. I don't want it to happen at Elimination Chamber. I want it to happen at WrestleMania, like WrestleMania 17, when Stone Cold turned on the Rock and he lined with fucking Vince McMahon. I
Yeah,
wanted to happen at WrestleMania because also it gives you this other thing that you're not expecting. Because it's like, okay, the person is going to sell their soul, but you're now for 60 days trying to figure out who's going to sell their soul. Is it going to be Cody or is it going to be the other person that won the chamber? Who's going to sell their soul? If you find out that night, it leaves a lot of the mystery out of it.
yeah.
When we get to WrestleMania and there's no choice and a Rock hasn't chose and a person hasn't said, I'm fucking with the Rock, it leaves everything up in the air because it's like Cody's gonna do something really sketchy. You're like, oh, Cody's doing it. Then the other person can do something sketchy. You're like, oh, he's doing it. It's going to be better if they leave it up to WrestleMania, where like at the end of Elimination Chamber, the person wins, and we're all just like, I don't know, like I don't know.
I love the example you gave with Brock, Austin, and Vince McMahon. What
Mm-hmm,
I would like in between that though, to like give it a little bit more excitement, probably that you tell me, right?
mm-hmm,
We discussed this a lot when Jeff Hardy went heel. No one
mm-hmm.
expected Jeff Hardy to go heel. They expected
Yep.
the other two. So like have other suspects in between there until we get to Mania. So you think it's this person or that person, and then they wind up being the other person.
Yeah, because like that's what makes the most sense is like if they're like we don't have a clear cut person until the end.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
Because as much as we hate him, what if Logan Paul's a suspect and then they fuck him up later? Because like, nah, we ain't fucking with you.
Dude, I was like I would be pissed off if Logan Paul was the one who won. It would piss me off.
No, not one, but like he's one of the suspects to like join up with The Rock and whatever, sell his soul, and like they kind of hint at it, and then last minute they just fuck him up.
Yeah, no, I'd be okay. Like, cause like I can't wait till this is over so we can at least figure out what the fuck is going on with WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Like that's all I want to know. Like, what is gonna happen at WrestleMania? Because like right now, everything is so fucking up in the air. We have no fucking idea, and everything like Rock coming up, showing up, fucking shit up. It's yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know, and I'll just be glad when this is over so we can have a clearer picture. That's all.
I kind of like when he fucks shit up. Like it makes it a little bit more exciting because we don't know.
I mean, it does, but like, it doesn't make me excited, me personally, because
You like to
I
know.
want to prepare for matches and be like, okay,
Yeah,
I like I can see the stories forming and it's like, all right, this is happening, this is happening. When shit get blown up, it's like I don't have enough time to prepare and be like, all right, I'm invested in this. I'm invested in this. I'm invested in this. And we get to the end and it's like, yeah, I didn't have enough time to get invested in this. Like if you give me at least 30 days to get invested into it, I'll be okay with it. If you're just like fucking dicking around to the very end, it's like I'm not invested in this. But like, hey, it's a great match, but I'm not invested.
understandable.
Yeah. So with that being said, any last words?
I want your soul.